on one hand to shift the business risk. In the past, if a customer has a longer contract with his supplier to provide certain transportation services and he did not meet it, he has a penalty clause. So if companies push this business risk more onto the supplier, meaning an uptime guarantee, a truck is available 95% of the time, and if it's not, then the truck supplier has to pay a penalty. I think that will help a lot to those customers. The other area would be more flexibility. So instead of asking a supplier to only provide a product, an after-sales solution, there should be more push towards flexible leasing terms. So instead of purchasing a vehicle, maybe short-term rental or leasing, so that there is less need for long-term investments, because we are in a business environment where it is sometimes very, very difficult to foresee how the next 2, 3, 4, 5 or 7 years will look like. And an investment today in a new truck is always more than $250,000 with COE, with service agreement and everything. And the return of investment, at least for the construction industry, is about 5 years. So a decision made now, even if you have a 3-year contract at hand, you still don't know how profitable and how the economy is going to look like once the truck reaches the 3-year lifetime. Various stakeholders are required. One is the procurement, but then a very, very important part plays also the operations. And then you have, of course, maybe finance and legal to be involved as well. Business risk, if it is shifted, that means more complex contracts, more complex agreements. But every contract ultimately does not help improving your profitability if what is being purchased does not suit your operations. And therefore it is important that all stakeholders who contribute to the purchase decision are aligned and understand what it is about. Also from a supplier perspective, it is not enough just to talk with the salesperson. You need to have the service people and the parts people also involved, because ultimately the service and parts will impact the overall operations later on once the vehicle is purchased. So it requires really coordination among a lot of stakeholders. Sometimes customers ask for complete solutions. Then you have even a superstructure manufacturer being involved where certain things need to be coordinated. So it is rather complex, rather challenging sometimes to get all stakeholders involved. But if communication and understanding among all stakeholders is secured, then the best decisions are being made for the customer and for the supplier, and usually the foundation for a long-term successful business relationship is laid then.